Lyme disease it is. Start pushing on antibiotics.
So, my daily videos. You know, this is all live. I suppose it takes a lot of time to do this every day. Where does it hurt? It's about right in here, and it seems to be progressing upwards. It started in my labia, and it is progressing outwards every day, and it feels very toxic. By toxic, I mean constant, a constant pain. It's not pulsating with the beat of my heart, or it seems to be exaggerated pain, exaggerated pain during hot weather, which would be consistent with an oil medium, because oil tends to gain viscosity with increase in temperature. I don't know what I just said there. It sounded pretty technical. I do have an engineering degree in electrical engineering, and I work as a software engineer, so I don't get to really use all those physics skills, but I still remember some of them, and I suppose this is a video that I'm not really interested in doing, because it seems like I got a busy life already, and making these videos is really going to be time consuming. But
when I was 14,
you know, to let days go by without making one makes it harder to make one when it's time to make one. So I don't know what to say. My story is so involved, and includes so much information that it's so unbelievable that it's hard to find an angle to attack and the story and tell it. But I use the word story just because it's a true story. It's not a factual or a fictional story. So it's hard to talk when people aren't asking questions, and I feel like I'm the only one talking. No doctor has entertained any of my concerns about embalmed groin or formaldehyde exposure. I once got a referral that I had to basically beat out of my, figuratively speaking, beat out of my doctor, and he wasn't a long-term family doctor. He was just some doctor that I befriended while I was in Los Angeles, and he reluctantly wrote a referral for a test for formaldehyde, and I think the words he used was, the patient thinks that her groin is exposed to formaldehyde. So I didn't think that I was going to get the expert. I guess it was a medical toxicologist to take that referral seriously, and he did. He didn't return my phone calls. When I first called his office and he said he wanted a doctor's referral, I said, okay, I'll go get one. I went and got one, came back, and he said he couldn't. He wanted to get in touch with the doctor himself, and he never. I kept calling him back, and he kept saying that my doctor wouldn't talk to him over the phone. So he basically decided that he didn't want to help me, and he knew that the referral was enough, but he knew that if he pushed hard enough to talk to this doctor, and the doctor kept refusing to speak to him, then they could play their game and instead of helping me. And I was willing to pay him, I don't know, $1,000 to give me the test to show what's going on in my groin. This doctor was a medical expert that provided tests to be used in court cases, and I don't think he was. I don't want to say anything that's not true, but it's possible that he may have been working for defense cases instead of the other way around. So I think the prosecutor cases, I don't know what the word is, plaintiff cases. So a plaintiff was likely a patient against a doctor. Defense case would be defending a doctor. So okay, that's all I have to say today. I continually feel pain.
You need to save yourself.
I have to walk very carefully so that I try not to cause compression in this area. I'm working on getting I've been saying this numerous times. I'm working on getting a website or place I can post pictures of this on, and have it legal, and that's a very hard thing. I don't know who to turn to. Do I go to the porn industry or what? So I am kind of I'm subconscious thinking about my voice carrying to the other people in this park that it's an RV park, and we're all kind of parked close together. It's early in the morning. People are waking up, and this trailer really carries any kind of sound. It kind of like echoes it. So yeah, I feel kind of helpless. I feel I went to this doctor
the testimony of one
thinking that my transition was over, that I had done all the right steps, that I went through a painful transition for me. It would explain some of my comments later in my transition, when I became upset with the transgender community and impatient with any kind of inclusion of me in that space or online space. And I guess there's another video to talk about what happened there. What I could have said on Dr. Suporn's message board that could have been perceived as very very mean and disrespectful, at least to a Thai surgeon. So
it was fake, but
that will, when I say that will be in a video, it'll be a dedicated video, likely on the weekend, where I might make a several part series to go into a deep subject like that. These daily videos are just to keep the topic going. People want to hear what I have to say, what it must feel like to have your groin chemically removed. So it's Wednesday morning, and I have to go to a dentist and then go to work. I am looking for another job. I don't like working where I'm at. I told my job shop that I work for that I was unhappy yesterday, and asked them if it was okay if I left. Would it be okay with my boss? And they said that everything was I was expected to work there through the end of July, and they asked me if that was what I meant, work till the end of July. I said no, I want to leave now. So then they said, well, we'd like you to stay till the end of July. Can you do that? And I haven't responded yet, so I may decide just to give my notice in. And I'm a software engineer. I should be able to find work. It's a very stressful job, and they aren't treating me with the respect that I think I deserve. I'm not passing that well. I am transgendered. I think there's some sort of discrimination going on. It is a big company, and yeah, you could say that my transition may not be successful because of that, but moving job to job and not really feeling acceptance from people I work with. But I mean, there's a lot of factors involved with that. That's a whole other discussion. I mean,
you were right.
What are you trying to do? What is the context? Is your transition about being stealth, or is it about being out and proud? Those are two different worlds. I want to go into that as well, because it highlights what's wrong with the transgender community and how it's dividing the community and causing people. I think that's the bottom. I think it's the basis for why I'm in this position. I think it's I pissed off people that are generally not happy, people that are out and proud, and people are out and proud not necessarily by choice. In general, I think they can't pass. They live on their computers collecting disability and live at home. That's what I think. It might be cruel, but that's a topic I want to get into. I have experience on the message boards online, and I've seen how they talk to one another and how they joke, and I feel there's something there. I feel that I said something on a message board, and what's happened to me is payback for that, and it's because these people are very angry. So that's all I'm going to say today, and I have to go to my dentist appointment and then go to work, so I will let you guys go. Thank you.
You're